All right. We are here. We are here at the World Web 3 Conference in Orlando, Florida, 2024. Man, it is lit. I am here with Josh LaRue.
That's me.
You're going to see the spelling of this guy's name is crazy. But Josh LaRue is the VP of Solareum, and I want you to talk a little bit more about that. But please, first, thank you for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
How are you today, bro?
I'm great. Life's good, man. Lots of new people to meet. Lots of new projects to look out.
Yeah. Any projects that you thought were kind of interesting?
There's this AI accounting software that I thought was pretty cool. I mean, the first thing I said was accountants are going to go the way of the dodo as soon as AI comes through. Then accountants are gone. Yeah, it's cool to see people pushing that. There's another guy talking about how to get around the SEC and talk about cooperatives versus corporations. That's pretty cool. DeFi Kingdoms is out here. They're a big GameFi project. They've been around for a long time.
DeFi Kingdoms has been out, and they have helped a lot of people get into the blockchain Web3 space.
Seriously, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about, from a basic childlike level of understanding, so that everyone, can be in this space. So, you are great with this, talking to people. But the first thing that I want you to do is tell us what Solareum is, and from a third grade, like as if you're talking to a third grade.
Make it simple. Yeah, okay. So the Eli 5, right?
Okay.
Solareum, we're a green energy company, right? So what we do is we operate in the gray area, or the space between Web3 and data accumulation, right? So what we've developed is a device. It's an IoT device, so a little USB thumb drive kind of thing.
Okay.
Individuals would plug that device into their green electricity generation system, whether it's tidal, solar, wind, whatever you name it. You plug this thing into your inverter. It's taking the information of how much power you're producing, how much power you're consuming, and then it uploads that to the blockchain. So our blockchain, we're a layer 1 blockchain in true function, but that's acting as a ledger for the electricity that's being generated and consumed on there.
So you're reusing the same ledger, you're reusing the same energy, you're just regenerating everything.
So
completely sustainable.
The final kicker of this is what we've got is our patent pending technology. We've got our algorithm that's been designed, it's patent pending. So that algorithm takes the information of how much power you're producing, how much power you're consuming, and then it spins it up. So where Bitcoin says, hey, my computer's bigger than your computer, therefore I'm mining more, so I'm getting paid out more. Our layer 1 blockchain is actually not secured by proof of work, by proof of stake, proof of authority, but it's proof of generation. So we've got a trademark on proof of generation, we've got patents pending on the algorithms and all the tech associated with that. So rather than individuals needing to spend the electricity that they've been generating with that solar panel, they're able to be rewarded just for generating that power and then using it for the functions that they would need power for on a day-to-day basis.
So you guys are creating a new wave, and this is what I'm talking about the culture, and we talked about the culture earlier. The culture is just creating a new way of life, a new way of doing things. You got to trademark things, guys. You got to trademark things, because
protect
if you
your
have
IP.
I was going to say, we're all about IP in this space. We're all about, if you're a thief, we don't mess with you in this space. You have to protect your IP, and so you're creating a new wave with proof of generation that's basically saying you're proving that you're pushing the next generation forward, and if you think about it, that's essentially what you're doing.
Absolutely. So with having patents for our tech, not that we haven't even roadmapped this out there yet, but technically we've got the capacity to lease this technology out to other chains. So if Vitalik reaches out and he says, this proof of stake system isn't working, you can say, okay,
if he reaches out, hit me up. I want to talk. Okay.
Yeah, seriously, of course. Yeah, we're talking however far down the road, but in reality, we've got the ability to license out this tech to whoever might need to use it, right?
And there is a need there.
Of course there is.
The consensus that came from CoinDesk, right? We had an entire mining company that came and set up a container, on the floor, on the exhibit floor, and like wires everywhere, right? And everyone kept asking the same question, because they were right across from where we were helping people. How much energy is this taking, and is this sustainable? And they're like, yeah, of course it's sustainable, but they said something that you clarified for me earlier. What is this about mining companies saying they're sustainable, but...
Yeah, so, I mean, not to knock anybody, right?
No, not to knock, just to educate.
But in reality, like, I'll say a Bitcoin miner says that they're mining it, it's a green Bitcoin mining facility, right? What they end up doing is they pull power from renewable sources to power that. That energy itself can actually be applied to other utilities. Like, say you're in a third world nation, they've got limited access to power. Would they rather be spending it on, running these giant computers, right?
Yes.
Or could they use that to move water from the well up to their city or their small town or village, right?
Yes.
So instead, what our blockchain is doing is it's not based on spending this electricity to run computational power. It's our miners are very lightweight for power demand. Instead, they're just being rewarded based on the energy that they're producing. So they can then, once again, apply that energy or that electricity towards things that actually make use for their town.
And because you're a layer
or their
one,
house.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
For their whatever their network is, their system, what have you. But the point is, you guys are a layer one. What are the benefits of being a layer one and being such a unique technology?
Yeah, so we're able to, number one, by designing our own layer one, we're able to ensure the security, the speed, and the capital efficiency. Like, we don't want to have, on Ethereum, if we launched on Ethereum, then we'd be looking at, $100 gas fees forever, right? And so that means that every time somebody wants to upload information to the blockchain or download information from the blockchain, they got to pay a lot of cash, right?
That's not right.
So speed, efficiency, security, we're able to dictate the parameters of those things. The other thing is it's an attractive incentive for maybe large corporations that are not yet in blockchain because they're avoiding things like people want to stay away from Bitcoin mining right now because it's so costly, right? For like energy costly. Not even fees, but like it's not good for the environment.
I'm talking about the fees to manage.
Exactly.
Not
so
the transaction
instead,
fees.
what we've done is we built an environment where individuals are able to operate just like on we're an EVM compatible layer one blockchain. You can build on ours just as you can build on Ethereum, etc. It's a familiar experience, right? So if somebody wanted to come and launch SHIB on SRM, right, then they could go ahead and do that. They could launch EVM if they wanted to. That's not what we're pushing. That's not what we're designed to do.
You can
do whatever you want on our chain. So
I got you.
there's a very real possibility that in the short term, right, we've got companies that we're talking to on a regular basis that are looking at setting up microgrids across North America.
You're talking about utopic societies at this point.
So there are already beginning, 100%, where the money kind of like stays within their own little ecosystem,
exactly. Yes,
right?
Yes.
This also, because it's a blockchain, it's a decentralized access to information, so anybody anywhere is able to see how much power is being generated, how much exactly. So essentially what we are is it's a large cloud storage solution for the data regarding the power. So you plug one of our devices in, and then our blockchain is acting as a ledger for the power that's being produced, consumed, yada, yada, yada. So for government really oversight bodies or anybody who might be interested in that transparency side of thing, it's right there. It's easy to access, exactly. And Brock, he's standing back there, but he's got access. We've got a really cool dashboard. It's super seamless,
Brock
like very clean, easy to present.
I mean, excuse me, I apologize. A third grader could run this dashboard. It is that, like, how you see the kids on the iPads and stuff? They could run their dashboard, and that was very important to me because I'm in education.
Exactly.
I don't want to show somebody a product that I have to spend 30 to 45 minutes just explaining to them how to read the interface.
To go back to this, exactly what you're talking about, what we're looking at right now with Web3 tech is it's really difficult to get onboarded, right? The advantages are transparency, right, immutability of information, and universal access to information or finance or whatever it might be. Now, the problem with it is my grandma doesn't know how the hell to generate a wallet.
Thank you, bro.
Right? You've got to store a private key,
and
yada,
she's
yada,
gonna
yada.
Need that.
So what we're doing is we're working on integrating a social media-based login system for your wallet. So if an individual plugs our device into their system, then we've got, through that dashboard that I was talking about, it's got a wallet attached to it. So you click that, you just sign up with your Google account, right? Everything's secure, we're getting everything audited, yada, yada. But the point of the story is we're going to make it so that grandma who's got 2 solar panels sitting on her roof that are running her small house, she's able to go on here, click on that thing, say, okay, I know how to log in with Google, log in with Google, and then she can see right there if she's mining, right? She will be if she's got one of our devices. She can say, hey, I've accumulated $1,000 over the last XYZ months.
That's amazing.
It's very, very simple and easy for people to onboard. Yeah, exactly. We're trying to solve the problem of like third world nations really having access to easy money generated and easy electricity generated.
It's a fact, and that's the one thing. Like, if you've been in this space for honestly the last 5 years, you know how difficult it has been to just navigate the different dApps or decentralized applications, the different things that we have going on, and you have to have this wallet for that and that wallet for this, and people lose their keys, they lose their money because they don't understand what's going on, even after they try and educate themselves. So that's huge.
My biggest achievement in my whole crypto experience has been telling my mom over the phone how to buy something off of Uniswap.
Same. Same, and I recorded it. I recorded our call. I just showed my mother how to set up her MetaMask, and that's really dope.
Yeah.
Man. Mad respect to you for that, number one, because
Cheers.
we can't do this without bringing the generations before us ahead with us.
Yeah.
We can't leave them behind. So
That's right.
dope. Now, let me ask you, what phase is Solareum in right now? I know you're layer one. I know you guys got all this cool stuff, but you said you're working on some stuff too. So what are you?
So currently, as far as blockchain design, everything's built. Our testnet is live. Technically, our mainnet is live already. We're just trying to build up a block count on it, ensure security, everything.
Okay.
We don't have anything being built on the mainnet yet, but it's running, right?
That's
The back end,
here.
the foundation is
Yes.
there. It's operational. So
Okay.
we've got to the end of Q2 kind of thing this year. Our mainnet launch, the kind of big party is going to be released. So we're really excited about that. In the
Word.
meantime, we've got our prototypes designed and developed for the proof of generation, mining hardware, the IoT device, whatever. We're going to package that up in a pretty box. You saw the screenshots, I think, of that. Brock showed you the screenshots of that. So we're going to package it up into a pretty aluminum box or plastic box, whatever kind of thing. So we're in the development of the hardware right now. So within the next 6 weeks, we're looking at that being completed. We'll have all that circulated out. Hopefully, we've got a couple of partners across the globe. Paraguay, we're talking with some people. We've got people all over the U.S. right now that are interested in being test sites for us. So within the next kind of 2-3 months, we're going to have a bunch of these devices shipped out globally, have global information. By the way, with these devices, they've got a GPS chip in them. So, for the future of that dashboard, you're going to be able to log out and see a map of who in what countries is generating how much power, right?
If you will.
Exactly. It is a heat map. It's 100% a heat map. Yes, that's the term that we use internally as well.
Okay, cool. All right.
The devices themselves are being developed. So currently what we're doing is we're reaching out all over the place to try and get a hold of people in the green energy system, in the green energy industry, to partner with us for initial kind of testing, development sites, yada yada, right? Really to have early partners, and then potentially, obviously, in the long run, having them as the middleman, we'll say, as the go-to-market for our devices.
Yeah, they need it.
Well, so the final thing, and I didn't say this earlier, and this is kind of like getting nitpicky or whatever, but right now, if an individual has a green energy system and they want to see access remotely or see information remotely, this is how much power is being generated and consumed from whatever utilities on my site. That only populates on their app at the very fastest. What we've been able to find is every 5 minutes. At the longest, we're talking about like every 12 hours, once a day kind of thing, right? It's not efficient for, especially for like a corporate application, right? These guys are, they want to be turning the dials all the time, right? Like, oh shit, we're actually we're spending a shitload of money on power from the grid.
Yeah, they're ran by KPIs. They have to monitor their KPIs.
Yeah, so ours, because it operates, it pings our blockchain every single block. Our block times are really short. They're only 3 seconds, right? For comparison, just for your information, if you're not already aware, Ethereum's on a 12-second block time, right? So we're sitting at a 3-second block time.
That's
so every 3 seconds, that information is being updated to your dashboard. Individuals are seeing real live data about their system,
what's going on,
and they're able to edit whatever they're consuming or producing
and
at
if they
that
don't
time.
like it, they can say, okay, I got you,
Exactly.
I got you.
So we're providing this incentive to anybody, even if you're not interested in Web3, you would find interest and value in our technology just from the availability of information. It's just the data. Like we're talking to a big, one of the largest suppliers of solar energy systems in the U.S. right now, and they're in the middle of signing paperwork for our early partnership.
That's dope.
Now with that, and they were like, oh cool, okay, so we can get paid, but like we get to see every 3 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
This is sick.
The money is just the
it's an added it's an added benefit, right? These people are this company. They've got 1 or 2 guys that are interested in blockchain stuff and whatever. They see the value eventually, but in reality, they came to us because of the data. It had nothing to do with the mining itself, right?
That is a product that sells itself, and I know you're not selling. I want to talk about you're being received very well out here.
Seems like it.
I see it, and so I'm wondering, like, what has it been like to speak to these other people who have businesses? Everyone in here needs what you do.
Yeah.
Everyone in here.
So it's been, I mean, first of all, super insightful to talk to a lot of these people, right? I mean, we've got people that are working in the blockchain technology side themselves. We've got people that are in marketing. We've got people that are in finance. So we've had lots of insightful conversations regarding relationships that we're able to forge kind of long term in each of those venues. And more so than that, I mean, we were talking to you earlier about, sorry, was it Costa Rica? Or,
Costa Rica, exactly. You got it.
So down in Costa Rica, your outfit, we were talking to a buddy yesterday, Brandon, I can't remember what he's here representing, but But anyways, we were talking to Brendan yesterday. He's from Venezuela. He was talking about in Venezuela, there's a guy, a German guy that's moving down to Venezuela. He's setting up a completely independent little crypto city in Venezuela, right?
Yeah,
so
this is happening.
It's all going to be powered by renewable energy, et cetera, et cetera. So we got his contact information through Brendan, reaching out to him so that Solareum can potentially, be the blockchain for that town.
And so let's talk about that, because you have you all are striving to build out, I should say, a huge charitable arm. You already have a charitable foundation, but one of the first things you said was like, yeah, bro, I just want to know how I can help you.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the charitable foundation? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, Solareum, we've got two components, right? We've got Solareum Incorporated. That's where all the technology is being built, developed, designed, etc., circulated. Then we have our charitable foundation, right? Or it's a not-for-profit. It's registered in. So, by the way, just so that everything's totally above board, all of our technology is patent pending. We've got trademarks on any of our branding, our names, etc. We're incorporated. Solareum Incorporated is incorporated in Dubai currently. The foundation itself is formed in Canada.
Nice.
So we've got these two separate arms, the corporation, right, the tech side, and then we've got our charitable arm. So our not-for-profit, what the aim is for that, and we've already been speaking with World Vision. They presented, I think, 3 separate sites to
World
us.
Vision, actually.
So that we can help to install solar farms, basically, solar generation systems in third world countries. So leveraging, taking what we're earning from Solareum Incorporated, throwing it into the foundation, and then installing it globally, right?
That's beautiful.
As a kickback, what we're hoping is that we're able to take the mining, right, and then provide that to the society that lives there, right, as an added value. So
the culture.
To the culture. That's right.
Culture.
Yeah, exactly. So then those towns are going to be able to, number one, get access, or villages or whatever it might be, right? Get access to good electricity that's readily available, right?
They get their
and they're getting paid. They're making money, right? Like from the mining. So we're able to provide value for industry partners or for small impoverished countries, villages, etc.
Incentivized immediately.
Exactly.
Man, this is. I feel like you guys are like the goose that laid the golden egg in a lot of ways. Because every time I even see you all walking past here, someone's stopping you to ask you about what. And I seen one of the gentlemen whose his jaw was on the floor when he heard what you all did. You know?
It's really cool to see the reception that we're getting. Like, it's interesting to operate. Like, this is our first conference that we come to. We're going to do a big canvas over the next kind of like year, I guess.
You guys heard that, right?
Yeah.
First conference.
That's right, TWC,
TWC,
baby. So this is our first conference that we've come to, and we've been received better than we anticipated, to be honest. Not to say,
Jason
first of all, shout out to Jason throwing this thing on. It's been a great event.
Jason he's thorough. Like, when you talk about really believing in Web3, this man lives, him and his wife live and like breathe this. But go ahead.
Clearly. So, anyways, obviously really well received. It's interesting to translate what we've been doing, which is exclusively online. I mean, let's be honest. It's Web3, right? Everything is Telegram, Discord, Twitter. Let's go, right? And to be able to bring it to a real world venue where we're able to present in person, right? I wish that we had our hardware so that we could show it off, give you something to touch, look, and feel, right?
Soon.
Very, very soon. I mean, we're talking 4 months at the very longest. Kind
Q2,
end of Q2, our mainnet goes live.
Where's the party?
So, good question.
I gotta
exactly.
be there.
So we actually, little alpha draw, we've got something really big coming up, kind of towards the 18th, 19th kind of thing. So if you guys pay attention to our Telegram community, just go to our website. It's easy, solariuml1.com.
Solariuml1.com.
That's right. If you check out solariuml1.com, all of our socials and everything are on there. You can see our link tree. If you, thank you.
That's how you spell it.
So if you go to, SOLAREUM. There we go, L1.
Exactly.
So if you go onto our website, check out our socials, pop into the community, and you'll get we'll talk about somewhere between the 17th and 20th. We're going to be providing a huge opportunity or amount of information, I guess. A big blast is coming out to push towards kind of the deployment of the mainnet. So we'll kind of roadmap stuff out for you, etc.
So how can the community help you? This is something that the community should have their hands in right now. You're talking about Venezuela, you're talking about Costa Rica, you're talking about other countries. So how can we help?
I appreciate the ask. Number one, we're looking for industry partners. So if you guys know anybody that's involved in renewable energy, we're talking, like I said earlier, solar, solar or tidal or
Yes, yes,
geothermal,
of
you
course,
give us a
of course.
renewable energy source. What we need is sites to test and accumulate the information. So each one of these sites has an inverter. Each independent inverter, like if there's Solar Edge or
Yes.
Lion Energy or Tesla
Yes.
Powerwall. So each one of these has their own APIs,
Okay,
right? They've
yes,
got
of
their own
course. Yeah,
information.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we're scalping that data right now.
Okay.
In further iterations, we're going to
Okay.
actually take that information ourselves
All
off
right,
of the
all
CT
right.
clamp kind of
Gotcha,
thing.
gotcha.
But right now, we need access to as many different inverters
Yes.
or smart meters
So if you
as
know
possible.
anyone, we have a lot of people in our communities who sell solar.
Yeah.
They have someone who knows someone who, you know what I mean? Anyone who's into renewable energy. If you have the off-grid living people, who we may say or whatever, they want to live off-grid, they want to unplug. Get with those individuals because they're going to want this information. They want renewable energy in their life so they can continue living off-grid.
That's right.
So anybody else who we should be looking
I mean,
for?
obviously, like if we can get marketing partners, that would
Yeah.
be great, right?
We got you on that.
Yeah,
The
thank you.
movement has got
Appreciate
you.
that.
We got you
The
on
more
that.
the merrier in that
Yes,
respect,
yes,
right?
yes.
And come on in and join the community. Like we really have a very dedicated team of mods and kind of like community members to keep people
Absolutely,
informed.
yeah. I
So
check it out.
if
Check
you
it
are
out.
interested,
There's
please
movement.
come on into our
Yes.
Telegram. Come on, just reach out to
Yeah.
us on Twitter, Telegram. We do have a Discord
sure.
as well. It's not less active. We're way more active on Telegram.
Yeah.
But we've got a huge suite of individuals that are
Okay.
just jumping at it. So
man.
we've got a really good structure. If
This
you can
is
pop into our
amazing.
Telegram or send us an email, I mean, we get a hold of everybody. Really,
I
really
love it,
easily,
and I get the impression that you all really answer and strive to speak to your community and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
because that's a big thing in this space that people don't really always do. So
yeah, communities need to feel attached to the
Exactly.
management, right?
Okay. I just
And
wanted to-
so
yeah.
we want to have that like hands-on community
Right.
family feel.
That's
right?
all I'm
It's all
saying.
about the culture.
Okay, that's exactly. Exactly. So, how can we get a hold of you, Josh, on your socials? What do we look you up at?
You know what? I mean, I'm at Chimp Finish.
Chimp Finish?
Chimp Finish. My
Chimp
personal
Finish.
Twitter
Okay,
is
okay.
at Chimp Finish on
Okay,
Twitter. Yeah,
okay.
at pretty much everything else.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll
Brock,
put that on the screen.
Brock, what's our Twitter handle for Solarium? Solarium at Solarium L1.
All
at
right.
Solarium Chain.
At Solarium Chain. Can you get a close up of his shirt right here? I just want a close up right there. Yes. So at Solareum Chain, that's SOLAREUM as in Mary, chain, like the chain that Link is wearing right now. Look that up. Twitter, all the socials, they'll be there. This is dope.
Or the
This is
website
really dope.
itself,
Or the-
right?
Or the website,
Everything
yes.
is. If you want information, our link tree is there as well. But just
yes.
the easiest place to find any information is just visit our website first,
Okay.
and then pop into the communities
Yeah,
after.
yeah,
So that's
you'll be able to click on everything.
solariuml1.com.
This is dope, man. This has been a great interview. Thank you so much
Blake,
for this.
appreciate it, buddy.
Listen, you guys seen it here first. You actually seen it here first. This is the first conference. I'm catching this. We're capturing this.
That's right.
TWC 2024, Orlando, Florida. If you're not here, what are you doing? Peace.
Let's go.
All right, man. Yo, that was